Right, hello, we're back. So, forgot what we're on now. Let me check. Part 2, Episode 5. Well, we get back to what we were doing 2 videos ago. So I've just noticed we want to move that over and delete the crap that I just put in. So we only bother doing that if we're here. Okay, so catch us up there. Just one more small update. While I think about it, I didn't add the previous bid and ask reset there. I have done that now, those two, because I have to wait for more data. I spent a few minutes looking as to why we weren't getting any lower changes. And now obviously prices clearly heading up. So if we go into here now, we wasn't getting any of these. So obviously without it resetting, it keeps the previous low. So it wasn't going low enough, which could be a good sign. We'll keep an eye on that, which is why I've added that in there, just so I know. Okay, so that's now rerunning with those in there, so we should start getting the lowers and highs as well, because obviously we want to see any of this movement as it goes. But it was interesting to see excuse me, that it wasn't actually coming any lower in that time frame, but whether that means anything or not, we'll see later on. Okay, so what we're going to do to get going is remove the new data from there, and now we're going to read in the new data. So we're going to add a new function to process the new data, and we'll pass in the new data to here. Simple as that. And we'll just put the error, we'll create a call. So we'll just have a response in case we need one. Process new data equals the new data. That simple. Okay, so what I need to do is bring a bucket over here somewhere. Apparently I can't. There we go. So just so I got a reference of everything that comes out. So we want to collect from here, process new data. So we want we'll call it metrics. I'm going to set them to equal new data, and that should be metrics. And we'll just print the metrics. Okay. So every minute we should now read the file, open it, pass it into there, extract the metrics, and print them off. So there we go. So that is actually working. Just let another one come through to make sure it's live. And then we'll crack on. So there we go, that's coming through okay. So just let that run for now, makes no odds to us. It's not going to interfere. Now we want to add this startup. Set that to true. And then here, if the self.is startup is true, then we're going to create a quick process just to set the variables. Set initial state. We'll go over that. And we'll pass in the metrics. Okay, so basically we're going to start with all of these. So we'll copy them out, paste them into there, get rid of our comment. So we're literally just going to run through and set these equal to metrics and the corresponding keys. So nothing exciting. So it would be, so make a little stub here, so we can just focus on adding the right things. So bear with me. Won't be a very exciting video this part, but the sooner we got this done, the better. We can move on to actually seeing what information it gives us and what we can do with it. So bid high, so low bid is just bid low, leave it bid right way around, and then ask high is ask high, ask low, low ask is ask low, then spread high, spread low, hopefully that's right, and bid average is bid average, and that'll be the ask average, that'll be the spread average, bid tick higher is bid higher previous, and then it'll be bid lower previous, bid lower, then it'll be ask higher, ask lower, just like that. And let's just pop these all in a try in case we've made a key error, save ourselves some problems. Sprint E. Okay, so if that's true, so self.set initial metrics, set initial state even, and we'll pass in the metrics to that file. Okay. Then if it isn't that, oh, we want to set a self.is startup equal to false here because we've already run it. Okay, so if not, we want to create another function and we'll compare metrics. Pass the metrics in again. So we'll quickly copy these. And tidy things up a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the self from all of these for a local copy. Just like that. So they're now all separated into the separate averages, and then you remember we're going to do this in comparison to that. So we will do self.high bid minus high bid, and that'll be the high bid difference, as confusing as that's going to sound. Now I will say before we go any further, there are much more compact ways of doing this, but I like to do it individually, type it all out, and then we know where we stand. So we're going to calculate the difference. Okay, so we'll have bid high difference. So that's going to equal self dot bid high. Don't know what we call. Oh, we did call it bid high, didn't we? Bid tick higher. What we called it. Self dot high bid. Self dot high bid minus high bid. Okay. And then it'll be the same for the rest of them. So bid a low difference. It's going to equal self dot low bid minus the low bid. And then ask. So ask high difference. Going to equal the self dot ask, self dot high ask minus puck type high ask, and then ask low difference. It's going to equal self dot low ask minus the low ask. What are we on now? So high spread and low spread. So spread high difference equals self dot spread high spread minus high spread, and the spread low difference going to equal the self dot low spread minus the low spread. As confusing as all that is. Okay, so that's them two. So now we've got the bid averages. So bid average difference is equal to self dot bid average minus bid average, and the ask average difference is equal to self dot ask average minus the ask average, and the spread average difference going to equal the self dot spread average minus the spread average. You're getting there. And the big bid tick higher, so bid tick higher difference going to equal the self dot bid tick higher minus the bid tick higher, and bid tick lower difference going to equal the self dot bid tick lower minus the bid tick lower. Tick lower. Okay, and then we want the ask tick higher and ask tick lower. So ask tick higher difference is equal to self dot ask tick higher minus the ask tick higher, and the ask tick lower difference will be equal to the self dot ask tick lower minus the ask tick lower. So that should give us 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they're all our differences against the 2. So we want to compare the metrics here. So else the result, that's comparison data packet going to equal self.compare the metrics, but the metrics be in the metrics. That all makes sense. Okay, and then we're just going to print the comparison packet and see what we get. Okay, so process new data on here. I guess I should have done this as the packet data first of all, but never mind. So we'll have a return. We'll create a nice long return. So what have we got? So bid high difference, bid low difference. Bid high difference. We'll just do that for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are on? Are we there yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So bid high difference, bid low difference. Ask high, ask low. That's them. Let's set all of these while we're here as well. So that will be bid, ask, bid high difference. And that will be the bid low difference. And that will be the ask high difference. And that will be the ask low difference. Ask low difference. Okay. So spread high difference and spread low difference. So spread high and spread low. And that will obviously be the spread high difference, and the spread low difference. And what are we on now? Bid average, ask average, and spread average. The difference, isn't they? Bid average. If we change that to average, then that'll be ask average, and that'll be spread average. And that'll be bid average difference, ask average difference. All exciting stuff, this, isn't it? And spread average difference. Okay, and bid tick higher, bid tick lower. So bid tick higher, bid tick lower. And then these will both be ask. And bid tick higher. And that will be tick lower. Okay, so these will be bid tick higher difference, bid tick lower difference, ask tick higher difference, and the ask tick lower difference. I like that. So now we've actually got a data packet to print. So we can get rid of that for a second and box that back up. So response is equal to that. So we're not actually returning a response at the moment. So we'll remove the files. We've loaded data, remove the files. We'll call process new data. We'll set the initial comparison. And then we will compare the metrics. Right, let's see what we get. So we got a file. So let's a little print here. Initial metrics have now been set. So you can see what's going on, or you can more at the point. And we should get a comparison there anyway. So what are we? We're printing bid underscore average for some reason. So we'll let one more pop through and see what's going on. Comparison data packet. So that's just printing out bid average. What's that printing out? Comparison equals self.compare metrics. It's an error. That would be why. Because we're not. So that would mean these are bid average. There we go. So that seemed to be the problem. So we'll actually add the string there. And we'll try again. Initial metrics have now been set. So that's a bit better, isn't it? So now we should start getting 13 metrics pop out. All that typing and one typo. How we're doing for time. Oh, we've overrun a bit. So we'll see what we get here quickly. 2 minutes. And then we'll call this one done. And then we'll get on with finalising the output in the next video. And that should be this little module somewhat ready to go. Providing the metrics all stack up. Else we'll be debugging. Oh, here we go. So there we go. We actually have differences between the two. Bid tick high difference. Bid tick lower difference is -6. Ask tick higher. So we've got no highers and 6 less lowers, which is interesting. Let's just have a quick look at the data for the last two. So if we said it was that one, 25 and 25, 31 and 31. So from that to that is essentially backwards, because that's 6 higher. Right, so I would say we actually want to swap those around. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do that here. Well, actually, what I'll do this one as we started it, and you know roughly what we're doing. So we're just swapping those like that. So it makes more sense. We're kind of going backwards. So we're going to take them from the new one compared to the old one. So it looks like it's going up because we're backwards. So I'll do that and just basically do the same to all them and run it again, make sure, and then we'll look at actually adding this to our new data and then saving it as a single output. Okay, so as always, Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff for the video. Leave a comment, ask a question, show support, do whatever you can. Look forward to hearing from you. Until the next video, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.